are the best in predicting future events because you feel things, you know things, sense things. That's how it is to be a reflector. You feel everything.
Welcome to the Soul Divine Astrology Podcast, your place for spiritual growth and deep transformation. My name is Antonette Kvalsvik, and my soul purpose is to inspire you through bringing you a lot of love, deep understanding, light, healing, and to support you in creating a life bigger than your wildest dreams. Let me help you with shining your inner light and to support you in your spiritual path. In this podcast, we will have deep spiritual soul conversations about astrology, human design, and all things spiritual like healing, manifestation, mindset, intuition, and so much more. Whether you're here to heal, grow, or just learn, I'm here with you every step of the way. Thank you for being here, and let's start today's episode.
Hello, beautiful soul. I'm so excited to be here today. And today we are talking about our fifth human design type, which is reflectors. So as a reflector, all your centers, all your energy centers are open or undefined, which means you take in everything, people's emotions, your own emotions, the world, and, suffering and joy and love and disappointment and anger and frustration. Like, it's nothing that you don't take in. And you are really powerful, you are really intuitive because you do take in everything. You also feel people really deeply. Like, your friend can be in a relationship and you sit around them and you just know they're going to break up. Or you just know that she needs to break up to be happy. It's not always easy though. It's not easy to feel those things. Yeah, it's fun when, you feel like you're helping someone. But what do you do when your friend are so happy and are ready to marry the man of her dreams, and then you feel he's not right for her, he's not honest, he's, either maybe he have betrayed her, and you can't explain it because you have no proof. You just feel like this is wrong, and you can't shake that feeling. That's how it is to be a reflector. You feel everything. You don't only feel what someone is feeling, you feel what's going to happen. You are the best in predicting future events because you feel things, you know things, you sense things. And you also feel when someone, try to lie to you, try to come with a lie to you and see how far we're getting with that, because we won't get far at all, because you feel, it's like almost like you can feel something isn't right. So even if you can't say, okay, she's definitely lying, if I tell you something, you feel something is off, like something isn't right here, something is, you don't feel the words I'm telling you with my energy behind it, okay? So you feel something is in unbalance, and you don't get connected to my word because you feel something is behind. That's how it is for a reflector. It's like you're just feeling the thing, okay? And as I said, you have no energy centers defined, which means they all are undefined or open. Undefined means you still have active gate in that particular center, and open is you don't even have active gates, okay? So you do feel everything. You are really intuitive. You are a healer, because not only do you feel what someone is feeling, their suffering, their traumas, their whatever it is, but you also feel what they need to do to, have it better. What is the step they need to take? Like, you can sit with a person and you feel what they are struggling with, and then you know where the block is. You can feel like their back is a block there. It's like trauma sitting in their back, and you also know what you need to do, or you get channeled down exercises you can do with them to heal them. It's really, really powerful. You just know and feel. But that being said, that's not easy at all. It's not easy to take on people, to take on people's energy all the time. It's not easy at all, because you have all the centers open, you also take in their identity, almost like it's your identity, because you don't know who you are. I mean, you know your name, your age, where you're from, what you're working with, but you don't really know who you are, because who you are changing all the time. Because also in all of this, your identity center isn't defined, so who you are change out of who you're with and which environment you're in. You will notice, like, you can be with me and you can feel calm, and you just feel like sitting reading a book or just listening to me talking, right? And you go to another friend and you feel like being playful and make snow angels in the snow, or singing, or doing something childish, something a child would want to do. And then you're with someone else and you feel like becoming bossy. And it's not bad at all. It's just you are changing. Who you are changing. You are who you need to be in whoever you're with. And this happens automatical, right? And your environment and the people you surround yourself with are so important. Like, it's so important. Because if you are in the wrong environment, is when you will get really in unbalance. Is when you will kind of lose yourself. And that sounds such a big word, I know, but it's kind of true. Like, when you are in the wrong environment or around the wrong people, you are really suffering, because firstly, you making a decision is based on being in the right environment and being around the right people. That's how you take the right decision, right? When you are in the wrong environment and around wrong people, when you make a decision, it won't be your decision. It won't be, the right decision, okay? And secondly, you get really affected by other people. You get really affected by other people and the environment. So when that is wrong, you will feel it on your body, on your health, on your emotions, on your mental health. Like, you will really feel that. So it's really, really important for you to kind of feel into which environment is right, where do I feel good, where do I don't feel good, right? Which people are right for me, because this is like, when I think about a reflector, I think about, the loving environment, the loving people, the being in balance and being with the right people is so important. Like, for you to let go of people is the biggest tool that you have. And that can sound so mean in many ways, but it's the truth. Like, let go of people easy, okay? Because if you are with the wrong people, it is really going to affect you. Maybe you're watching this and thinking back on your life as a reflector, and thinking back on environment you've been in, or people, relationship you had, and how it made you feel when you was with the wrong people, and how your life transformed the moment you left them, or the person, or the relationship, and got with the right people. How did your life transform? How did your life in general transform? Your relationship, your mood, your mental health, how did it all transform for you? Because this is everything. It's really everything. It's also important you have your own space though. And I mean, my grandfather was a reflector, and he had his place in the garage where he go and he did his own thing. No one else was coming there, not normally. Maybe someone sometimes would come and tell him, like my grandmother, now is food, let's eat dinner, or someone, step by to say, hello, how are you? But it was his place, okay? And he got to do his own thing and cleanse his energy, even though he wasn't aware, of course, that he go there to cleanse his energy. That was what was happening. So it's important you also have your own space where no one else come in, because when you take in all kind of energy, you also need to clean your energy and your body. And when you are alone and you are in that environment alone, you get to cleanse out all the people that you've been around, that you take in that day, and just do your own thing, even if it is to sit alone to draw a little, or listening to music, or do something else creative is really, really important for you. So have a own space, even if you don't live alone. Can it be a room or a space where you can come, where is no other energy than your own, so you can just be and do your thing, even if it's like resting or sleeping or whatever it is you do, but that you have your own space is really important. Okay, that is basically what I want to say. You are really intuitive, you are a healer, you are feeling every single thing. You feel the joy, you feel the laughter, you feel the sadness, you feel the heartbreak, you feel everything, everything. And that is come with goods and not goods. It's good because you have these deep abilities, but it's not good because you have to deal with this and you don't know who is your emotion and which emotions are someone else, right? And it's really important for you, as I say, to be in the right environment, to be with the right people, because that will inspire you. That will really inspire you to find your path, to find your purpose in life, which can sometimes or often be hard for a reflector before you understand it, because what is my purpose and what is the purpose that I feel is my purpose that I have just taken on from someone else, right? What is mine, what are there, and how to feel on that. So here we have the strategy, which is wait for 28 days. And that sounds, when I first learned about this, when I was start studying human design and learning about the different types, and I heard this and I was, 28 days, how did I do it? Here I am, the impatient manifestor that want to just jump when I get the idea. And then I learned about a type waiting for 28 days. So of course, when I learned this, my analyzing mind, my Virgo mind had to really study this, really go into this, really understand, trying to find ways to how this is working out. So let's get into it. Waiting 28 days, yes, for big things, okay? So example, if you're going to get married or buy a house or do this big thing, start a business, I would wait 28 days because that's big decisions, right? But for smaller things, you can't go around and wait 28 days. I mean, are you going to, let's say you get offered a job and the boss say, or the person you was in interview with say, you have this job, can you start in 1 week? Are you going to say, no, I'm a reflector, so I have to wait 28 days? I mean, no, of course not. But what I would do is make sure in which environment do you feel good, okay? In which environment track your patterns. Okay, so which environments are you feeling good? In which, around who are you feeling good? Because that helps you to make decision, for you to be around people, to be in the right environment, help you to make the right decision. So track that. And in the 28 days, which time of that month do you normally feel your most true self? Is it around a new moon? Is it around a full moon? Is it in the beginning of the month or end of the month? I would track where you feel most good and around who you feel most good and in which environment you feel most good, okay? So go to the place you are always feeling balanced. Maybe it's a special cafeteria, or a restaurant, or just a supermarket that you always feel like you are yourself, and go there and spend time there and tune into your feelings. Let's say you are going to date. You're going to meet someone and you're going to get to know someone, right? And it doesn't feel right. What if it's the wrong place? You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that it is the wrong person. It could be the right person, but the wrong place. So notice which places are you feeling good firstly, and then bring the people there, or the new people you're going to get to know, or spend a lot of time there for a couple of days before you answer the job application, right? So I wouldn't have wait 28 days for smaller things. This is my own opinion. I'm just sharing with you what I would do. But like, when it's smaller thing like a job, or going on a holiday with a friend, I wouldn't wait 28 days. But when it comes to bigger thing like getting married, I know it can seem a bit like he proposing to you and you're like, give me 28 days, right? But yeah, I would say feel on it, make sure you are in the right environment, and for bigger things, wait 28 days, but also get to know the places you are, get to track where you feel good, who you feel good around, where have you made decisions that just been right, and who have you been around. This is like, play with it, have fun with it. This is something that you need to get to know, and when you get to know it, making decisions will be so much easier for you. It will be much easier because you know what you're feeling and you know where to be when to make that decision. So I hope that made sense for you. Yeah. Your not self team is disappointment. So this is, our not self team is like when we feel an unbalance, when things aren't where we want it to be, right? Then we go down to our not self team, which for you is disappointment. So this could be an inner or outer feeling, okay? So this could be, let's say you are trying the dating life and whoever you meet are not the right one. So you feel disappointed. You felt like, by now I thought I would be married and have kids, and whoever I meet, it's just a disappointment. It's like it never working out. So you feel that disappointment, like, why don't I find the right one? Why doesn't this work for me, right? And another thing can be, maybe you want to start a business, and you start a business but you never get the result you want, or it just doesn't work out for you. Well, are you in the right environment? Was it the right decision to make to start a business in what you're doing? You have to ask these things to yourself, and that's a big thing of being a reflector, being whoever we are normally, right? But especially as a reflector, you need to communicate with yourself when you feel disappointed. What was it that went wrong? Was it the decision of what you're doing? Or is it the wrong environment? Is it the wrong people? Like, why is this going wrong? And try out and play with new ways, right? You're not done because something doesn't go the way you do. You just do things differently. You don't give up. You figure it out, right? Also, trying new places to be. If things aren't working out, try a new place, try a place you've never been and feel it. Even play with the energy, go to 2 new places, 2 new cafeterias, and feel, how do you feel in the one cafeteria and how do you feel in the other cafeteria? Like, play with it is how I want to say. But like, yeah, you feel disappointed when someone don't listen to you, when you have this thing that you feel helpless, because as I said, you feel people's energy, but you also feel what someone needs to do to get it better, to make something work, to heal themselves, or, achieve what they want to achieve. You feel what they need to do, right? And when you give this advice and they don't listen to you, and you feel helpless, because what can you do? You can't like force them to do whatever it is you feel they should do, right? But you feel really helpless and you feel disappointed because they are not listening to you. And that's a painful feeling, right? Or the disappointment can be like, you are sure this will work out a certain way. You took all the steps, you did all the things, and then it got worse than you thought it would be. Like, the outcome wasn't what you thought it would be. It got worse for you, which is really painful, right? It's really painful. So here you feel disappointed. It's like you think that, you will buy your own home, Okay, you have everything, it feels so good, you take all the steps, you're sure you will buy that home, and then something goes wrong in the last minute. Then you feel disappointed and you just feel like it didn't go. I was so sure, but it didn't work out. So when you feel disappointed, then go into yourself and ask yourself question like, was it the right decision? Go to a place where you always feel good. Ask yourself, was it the right decision? Was it something, what was it? To keep asking yourself a lot of questions will help you in solving things. And also, I always say, don't focus on solving it. Ask yourself questions, be aware. But when we focus on solving something, we're always getting stuck. We get more stuck because where our focus are is where our energy goes, and we focus too much and it becomes desperation and it won't go. Don't focus on solving it, but be aware and ask you the question and, try to understand it, but don't try always to solve it. Okay, it's like when we talk about money and manifest money in, we focus so much on our bills, on our debt, that we just get more of it. Where we focus, it expands. We get more of that. So you will feel more stuck trying to solve it. So don't try to solve the dating issue. Don't try to solve the business in a way where you feel you need to solve it. But, just go through it, be aware of it. And then just follow your strategy. Which is to wait 28 days, but to track your pattern, okay? I feel like I'm repeating myself, but that's my whole message for you. And then your signature, which is when you feel good, when you are in balance, is surprise, surprise, surprise. So you feel like, wow, did this really happen? Is this the outcome that came? You feel like happily surprised, like, wow, this went better than I could ever imagine. This feels right. This feels amazing. I met the love of my life. I am succeeding in my business. I'm having the best friends, whatever it is that happened, but you feel surprised, okay? It could be even something that you did, that you manage. It could be a skill, or you studying astrology and you realize that I'm pretty good. Wow, I'm really an astrologer, and you feel amazing, like, wow, I never expect me being this good, or even being able to learning this stuff, and I'm so good. So you get surprised by yourself, right? So all these things, both the disappointment, which is the not self-team, and surprise, which is the signature, will come to you when you are in unbalance or in balance, okay? So if you feel surprised and you feel that feeling, then you are in balance, because we are in balance when we do feel our signature, right? And you are in unbalance when you feel disappointed. Then you have either made the right decision, no, not the right decision, the wrong decision, or you are disappointed in yourself because you didn't accomplish what you thought you would accomplish, or someone else are not listening to you, right? Or you're just going for the wrong thing. You're not listening to your strategy, you're not following your strategy, and you're just doing things your own way, in a way where when you're trying to move forward and you get a slap, you're falling backwards, like again and again and again. And that's what happened when you're not following how you came here to be. Our human design is who we are here to be, is our soul contract with the universe, is how we are functioning. It's not made for fun, I know my life really changed after understanding and learning about human design and following those steps, and who I was, and just to understand myself has helped me so much. So yeah, that's what I want to say to you. When you feel really stuck emotionally, or you feel it's a lot, I always call it a Sunday feeling, when you're just mentally tired, and you're not like this tired that you feel like you need to sleep, but you are just mentally exhausted and mentally tired. Then I would do some exercise or move my body to release that energy, to release that feeling, like swimming or whatever it is. Doesn't need to be so heavy, but just like so you get to move and get to release the energy. Maybe dancing or something like that, biking. Do something that feels good and that can release some of that stuck energy and the stuck emotions, because you are holding on to a lot of emotions, like the emotions you feeling are other people's, is your own, is the world. Like, please don't read news, don't follow the news, because you take everything in. It's like you have the world on your shoulders, okay? Yeah, that's what I wanted to say to you, dear Reflector. I hope you enjoyed this episode. So yeah, have a beautiful day, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you love everything you heard in today's episode, and that it gave you exactly what you needed on your beautiful path. I would be so happy if you would leave me a review and share your love with me. Until next time.